Good morning. Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Good? Okay. Boy fact, let's get our thing set up. I wonder, do you have a ball, Carrie? You do. Elwyn, I can't see you, but I wonder if you have a ball. We might do a little bit with a ball. And if you don't have one, it's okay. I'll give you an option with a ball. Because there's just so much we can do with it. All right, we are gonna get started in just a minute. We'll start with just our weights. So grab your weights and we'll start standing. Have a ball handy, we can use it. But if you don't have one, it's fine. You could use a just a small pillow if you want, or you could not use anything, that's also fine. All right, let's see. Keep moving my thing, is that gonna work? Okay. Is it time? It's time. Perfect. Okay, so let's start. Weights in our hands, feet just about hip distance apart. Everything out of the way. So just standing nice, even weight on both of those feet. Shoulders down away from your ears. Standing really nice and tall. Maybe it would be nice if you could see my face. There we go. Okay, so thinking of your neutral pelvis. So remember, your tail is back that little bit. You have that little curve in your lumbar spine. Hips are square to the way you're looking. Ribs tight around your center. Shoulders nice and relaxed and away from those ears. We're going to start with just our arms going straight up in front. We're going to hold them when they're up there. So take a breath and you're just going to circle. So just thinking of your upper arm bone moving in your shoulder socket. Circling around, nothing else in your body changes. So keep that core, that little bit connected, not gripping, but just that little bit of connection. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then pause, go the other way. So still thinking of your upper arm bones moving, regardless of how much weight you have. These are just 1 pound. You should be able to feel that. You should start to feel that in your muscles. So that's your deltoid, really circling around. You got a little bit of pec, a little bit of bicep here as well. Go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep those arms right in front. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. You're going to come right down into a squat. So sit back, press into your heels, arms pull up and behind you. So do that again. Inhale, reaching, shoulders stay away from your ears, press through your heels, stand up, core connect. So it doesn't matter how low you go. You just don't want to be shifting your weight forward like I did there. Keep it back. Press up, arms behind. So now you got that tricep back there. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press with that little squeeze. You got it. So go 5 more here. Inhale down. And 4. Exhale, squeeze. Keep those arms wide. Don't let them come together. 3. Arms wide. 2. And then go 1 more. Press back. Now reach down and stay here. Bend your elbows in 90-degree angles. From here, come up just 2 inches and down. So up and down. Don't bend your arms in all the way. Keep them that little bit extended. 5, little pulses. 4, getting warmed up here. 3, abs pulling in. 2, last one up, all the way. Extend those arms, take a little bit of a breath. Okay, so keep those feet about hip distance apart. We're gonna come back down, this time palms face one another at 90 degrees. So you're gonna go here. You're gonna reach your right leg back. So reach a comfortable distance. You can hang out here. Keep that little bit of extra weight into your left foot so your weight isn't back, it's staying forward. Now from here, we're gonna reach our arms up on a diagonal, kind of the same line as your right leg. Let's see if we can put all our weight into our left now. Lift your right, tap it down, pull it in, and then stand up. So almost all my weight is staying on my left foot. So we're gonna go down, bend, reach, lift, lower, pull in, stand up, almost all your weight on that left. So your right just is that little bit bent. Do it again. So bend, reach, arms extend. Find that stability. Find that left inner thigh, up, down, bend in, stand up. Got it? We got 4 more. Just keep going nice and slow. In, down. Transfer that weight all to your left. Find that stability. In and up. Inhale, down. Abs in as you lift, down, pull in and up. Go for 3. Lower, reach, up, down, pull in and up. Last 2, hopefully you're feeling that left glute. Reach, up, lots of left inner thigh as well, keeping you steady. Press through that left. Up, last 1, let's go for it. Down, reach, up, down, pull in, all the way up. Walk those feet out that little bit. We're gonna do the same set on our right side. So we'll just shift around. Okay, so we're gonna just bend straight down. We're gonna start with those squats, just straight down, straight. You can have your palms face up again, actually. And down, so finding that center in your body, keeping your weight back instead of shifting it forward. Doesn't matter how low you go. If your knees bother you, don't go as low. 3, 2, and then 1 more. Down, press up. Now palms face one another. You're low. Press through your right heel. Feel your right inner thigh squeezing toward your midline. Kick your left out. So again, you're in that comfortable lunge position. We're gonna reach those arms up. We're gonna shift our weight to that left, or sorry, to your right. Lift your left, tap down, pull it in, stand up, all your weight on your right. Ready? You're gonna drop, back, reach, lift, down, in, stand up. Inhale, down, lift, don't shift your weight to the right. In, press through your right, up. You got 5. Down, little lift, doesn't matter how high you lift. In and up. Go for 4. Core connects to keep you nice and steady. Up, down, in, and up. Go for 3. Up, down, in, and up. Ready? 2 more. Lower, exhale, reach. Little lift, lower down, pull in, and up. Last 2. Down, find that length. Up, down, in, and up. Last 1. Down, little lift, drop it, pull in, press through your right all the way up. Give your legs a nice little walk out. Okay, now come to a wide second position. So as wide as your shoulders, maybe even a little wider. All right, finding that even weight on both those feet. Take a breath. You're gonna go bent elbows, reach straight forward, and then pull them in. When you pull them in, they're gonna come behind you a little bit again. So you're here, you're reaching, lower, pull back. Doesn't matter what your second position looks like. Doesn't matter how turned out your legs are. Just go wherever that feels good for you. Reach and in. Go for 5. Reach, pull back, elbows slightly behind you. Reach and in. 3 more. Go for 2. Good job, guys. Looking good. Last 1. Reach, pull in, and then stay. Turn your palms to the side, elbows in line with your body. You're just gonna reach your right, twist it, pull it in. Now your left, twist it, pull it in. Now try not to do this kind of a thing. Body stays still and in. Body stays still and in. Again, go right and in, go left. We're gonna add that plie. We're gonna go down, pull it in. Down, even weight on your feet, pull it in. Go right again. And in, go left. Waistline, stay nice and long. Right, and in, go left. Reach, and in, 1 more right. And in, 1 more left. Lower, and in, stay here. You're gonna twist both arms and hold them. So palms are facing behind you, come up onto your toes, hold here. From there, bend, pull it in. Bending, reach, a little star, and then pull back in. Go for 5. Rotate as low as you can comfortably go. Doesn't matter how low you go. 4. And if it just doesn't feel good in turnout, you can come back to parallel, do the same thing. In, whatever feels good. 3. In, last 2. In, rotate. Ready, one more. In, rotate, and then bend down and stay. Lower your right heel, lift it up. Lower your left, lift it up. Go right again. Lower and up, go left. And up, one more right. And lift, one more left. And lift, ready, both down and up. Extend those arms out a little bit, down and up. Go for 5. Down, 4, lower, exhale, lift abs in. 3, lift abs in. 2, last 1, lift them up, stand them up, and then come all the way down. All right, give those guys a nice little shake out, and then let's come down onto our mats. Let's adjust this a little. Here we go. So feet are gonna be about hip distance apart. All right, so neutral. Upper back is heavy, shoulder blades flat. Ribs nice and tight around your center. Tailbone is tipping away that little bit. Nice long waistlines. All right. And then just have your weights handy. Have your hands down by your side with your weights. All right. So we're just going to start with hip rolls. So making sure your feet are kind of within fingertip reach. Belly button to spine. Press through your heels. Lift. Hold when you're up there. Take a nice breath. Knees reaching away from the top of your head. And then roll back down. Come to neutral. Do it again, belly button in, exhale, press. Lifting, nice deep breath. Slowly rolling down. Go for a couple more here. All the way. Really reach those knees away from the top of your head. Make sure you could rock your head back and forth when you're up here. And then one more like this. All the way up and stay. Reach your right arm up with your weight. Reach your left arm up as well. And then hold. So keeping your collarbones wide, shoulder blades nice and flat on the mat. Extra bit of pressure through your heels to keep those glutes active. From here, we're going to reach our arms overhead. So as your arms reach, nothing in your body changes. And then press your arms back up to the ceiling. So inhale back. And exhale. Reach those arms, control. Exhale, press up. One more, reach those arms and then stay when you're back there. So take a breath, you're gonna lower your hips down. They're gonna come down in one piece, you're not rolling. And then press everything up. Arms reach up to the ceiling, knees reach away, so over the edge of your mat. Do that again, inhale down, reaching, arms overhead, ribs stay tight around your center. Feel that core sit. And then press everything back up. So you don't need to come all the way down to the mat. You can come to your maybe a millimeter off the mat and then press back up. Go for 3 more. Reaching, shoulders stay away from your ears. Exhale, press. And 2. One more like this, reach back. Exhale, press up. Hold at the top, take a nice breath, and then roll your way down. All the way, come through to neutral. Hold those arms up there, shoulder blades still wide on the mat. Open just your right arm out, and then press it back up, and then just your left. Really reach, keep your right shoulder blade heavy, and press. So right arm reaches, left shoulder blade is heavy, press it up. Left arm reaches, right shoulder blade is heavy, and up. Go right again. And left, wide, and press. One more each way. and up. One more left. Reach, press up, and then lower those arms right down. Okay, grab yourself a squishy ball if you have one. If not, you can use a pillow or you don't need anything. So if we're gonna do a ball, let's put it under our left foot first or the pillow. Just have your weights down by your side. So your feet are pretty even. Knees are like at the same level, right? So nice and neutral. Tailbone is tipping away, upper body's nice and quiet. From here, we're gonna press into our right foot primarily. Left foot is on the ball or pillow. Or if you don't have either, or you don't want to, you can just keep your toes down. It's the same kind of idea. Instead of just having a flat foot, you're lighter on your toes, all right? This ball, there we go. Okay, so from here, we will just press into our right heel. Knees are both gonna point straight up to the ceiling as you lift your hips. So hold there, not letting your knees fall out or in. Knees are pointing straight up and they're reaching over the edge of your mat. So we're primarily thinking about our right glute working here. Our left foot is light on the mat or the ball, all right? From there, we're just gonna drop our hips down. So coming down in one piece, press through your right heel as you lift back up. Got it? So inhale down and exhale as you press. So thinking right glute, right hamstring, control and up. Go for 3 more here. Controlling, lower those hips together, exhale, press. Again, lower those hips together, exhale, press. 1 more like this. Inhale down. The lighter you keep your left foot, the harder it is. Press up, stay there. Now from here, grab those weights again. Reach your arms back up to the ceiling. Hold right there. Now from here, reach your arms overhead. Ribs stay tight around your center and then press up. So it's a hold for your glutes, that right glute primarily. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Got it? You've got 4 more. Reaching away. Upper body stays nice and quiet. 3. Last 2, reach. And up. And then 1 more, let's go, reach for it. Press all the way up, hold when you're there. Now you're gonna press into your right heel, lift your hips an inch, lower them an inch. Only 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Your knees are pointing straight up to the ceiling. Inner thighs are squeezing toward your midline. Shoulder blades nice and wide on your back. Neck is relaxed. So much to think about. Go for 4. 3, exhale, press. 2, exhale, press. 1 more, get right up there, holding at the top. Slowly roll all the way down. Come through to neutral. Hold when you're there, lower your arms, take a breath. All right, switch over. So ball or pillow underneath your right foot, or else just keep your right toes a little bit light. Your light toes a little bit right. All right, so from here, remember, inner thighs are working, squeezing toward your midline. Knees must stay pointing straight up. Don't let them fall out or in. That is kind of the key here. All right, so we'll press into our left heel, lift those hips straight on up. Hold when you're up there. So take a breath, not letting your hips do anything too crazy. We're gonna drop and lift. Inhale, lower as 1 piece, ribs, hips come down together and press. Inhale down, exhale up. Go for 5, 4, remember keep your right foot that little bit light. 3, feeling that glute right where your glute and your hamstring meet. Go for 2, press up, and then go for 1. Press up, hold right there. Grab those weights, reach your arms up, holding here. Again, we're gonna reach our arms overhead, reach, think length, and then press back up. Head is nice and relaxed, neck is totally quiet. And up. Inhale for 4, keep those hips lifting, keep those knees reaching, ribs stay tight around your center. Go for 3. Last 2. Ready, 1 more, reach those arms way back. Press all the way up, stay there. Inner thighs are still squeezing toward your midline, right? Drop an inch, press up an inch. Lower an inch, press up for that extra squeeze. Go for 5, Collarbones stay wide, shoulder blades flat. 4, 3, exhale. 2, last one, let's press up, holding there. Roll all the way down, come through to neutral. You can kick that ball or pillow off to the side and then stay when you're there. So keeping your arms reached up towards the ceiling, we're going to extend just our right leg. So left leg is going to stay bent. Left leg is going to stay bent. Reach those arms overhead without arching your back ribs. Stay tight around your center. Arms are going to come up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin. You're going to curl up just into that little half roll back position. Reach your arms up and then lower back down. So you can reach your arms forward if you need a little bit of help with your roll down, or you can keep your arms reaching up. That makes it way harder. Lower all the way. Reach those arms overhead. Let's do that again. Keeping your left leg bent, tucking your chin, keep even weight on your hips, reaching up. And then slow and controlled roll back down. One vertebra at a time, all the way down. We're gonna go one more on the left here. Tuck that chin, keep that right hip nice and heavy. All the way down, slow and controlled. Right side of your body stays nice and heavy. Reach. Bend your right in, send your left out. Take a breath. 3 on this side. Tuck your chin, even weight on those hips. Rolling, rolling, reach. Little scoop. Good job. Roll back down. Nice and slow and controlled. Reach those arms overhead. 2 more like this. Ribs staying tight around your center. Arms, tuck that chin. Hold. And then come right back. Rolling, 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 reaching back overhead. Nice breath. Let's do it again. Tuck. And then slow and control down, down, reach back overhead. Now let's try and do it with both legs bent. Tuck your chin, rolling up, reach, hold when you're there. So take a little bit of a breath, lower those arms down to about hip height. From here, you're going to roll back a little bit further and then come up just that same little bit. So not all the way to seated, just a few inches back, few inches forward. Now let's go back, hold, open your arms, pull them in, and then come up those couple of inches. Don't go too wide with your arms. Inhale down, open, in, and up those couple of inches. Let's go back again. Open, in, up a couple. 2 more. Lower, scoop, open, in, up those couple of inches. Last one like this. Lower back, scoop, open, pull in. Now stay. Open only your right arm. Bring it in. Open only your left arm. If you feel your back come up a little higher, that's absolutely fine. Right arm out. Pull it in. Left arm. Pull it in. Good job, guys. Right again. Last one right. Keep those abs deepening. Last one left. Pull it in and then come all the way up to seated. So sit up nice and tall. Have a little roll out there. We're going to add a little bit of a twist to this. So don't worry too much about how far you're twisting. Really listen to your body. If you feel your back at any point, don't twist that far. It doesn't matter at all. The idea is that we're staying steady. So if you can twist really far, but you're wiggling all around and your legs are shifting, that is not where you want to go. You want to go for a smaller range and think about staying steady. Your knees should be pointing up to the ceiling the whole time. That's a good indicator. I'll do it face on and show you. All right, so arms reach forward. Have your palms facing one another now. Feet just that comfortable distance in front of you. Now roll back. So belly button pulls in, holding when you're in that little scoop. Doesn't matter how far back you're going. Now you're going to open your right arm out to this side. Keep twisting, reach it back. If your legs start doing this, maybe you've twisted too far. Keep your knees pointing up. Reach back, hold, and then use those right obliques to bring that arm back through center and stay. Now go left, open it out, knees stay pointing up. Follow with your eyes, reach back as far as you're comfortable. Come all the way back in. Do it again. So right, deepening those abs. Back through center and then go left. Your right arm is reaching forward. So feel that oppositional pull in your body. And one more over here. and right back in, and then one more here. Come right back in and then come all the way back to seated nice and tall. Okay, come on to your left side, grab a weight. All right, so lying on your left hip, left shoulder down, you can lie on your left elbow, left ribs are that little bit lifted away from the mat. Waistlines are really nice and long. Have a weight handy, we're gonna use it in a second. We are gonna reach our right leg straight underneath us. So really think length, toes reach away from the top of your head. Keep that idea the whole time. Toes reach this way, top of your head is reaching this way. So your neck is staying long. We're gonna draw rainbows. So toes down to the front edge of our mat, toes down to the back edge. Do that again. Rainbow up and down. Try to make your rainbow as wide as your mat. If you can keep your hips still. If it's hard to keep your hips still, I mean, it should be hard, but if it's impossible to keep your hips still, make your rainbow a little smaller, that's fine. The wider your rainbow is, the harder it is stability-wise. Go for 3, making sure your head is staying heavy on that hand or that elbow. Go for 2. And back, go for 1. And back, and then reach that leg straight out underneath you. So your toes are in the same line as your head. Draw U, so up to the front edge of your mat, up to the back edge of your mat. So opposite of what we were just doing, get that little lift up, down, little lift up. So try not to just swing your leg, really think of it as a controlled movement, down and up, down and up. Go 4 more, down and up. 3. Keeping that head nice and heavy. Go for 2. Feel how those abs are keeping you steady. Last one, let's go up. Let's go up and then hold that leg straight out underneath you. So reaching toes away from the top of your head. Grab your weight in your head. Reach that right arm all the way up to the ceiling and then reach overhead. So shoulders stay away from your ears. Now you're gonna bend your right leg in as this arm reaches up. 90 degrees with your right leg and then reach out. Inhale, bending in. Control that right arm reaches up. So you've got 90 degrees with that arm, 90 degrees with that leg. And reach long, long, long. Go for 6. Take your time, think stability. Reaching in. And 5. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. In, reach all the way out, and then bend back in and stay. So you're gonna lower your arm, shoulder level, parallel with the ground, and then lift it back up. Keep your leg lifted. Inhale down, it's an isometric hold for that right glute. You probably feel it. Inhale down, control. Exhale up, no swinging this arm. You have 5 more. You can do it. Keep that leg lifting. 5 and up. You ready? 4 and up. 3, don't lower that right leg like I was. Keep it lifting right at hip height. 2, use that breath. You ready? 1 more like this. Inhale down. Exhale up, stay there. Last little bit, lift this leg. I promise this is the last bit. You have 7 more like this. Lift, keep your shin parallel with the ground. Up and down. Go for 5, abs deepen. Up and down. 4. Keep that arm reaching. 3, length through your waistlines. Last 2. Last 1, let's go up, lower all the way down. Give that glute a little pat. Come onto your back. Let's have our right foot in front of our left knee. Give that guy a little stretch out, press on the right. Take a nice couple of breaths there. right. And then drop that guy down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So make sure your weight is handy again. Grab a sip of water. Your right leg is going to be bent. Left leg is going to be long. So you're lying on that right elbow, right waistline stays lifted that little bit. Really reach through those left toes. Keep those right ribs lifting. All right, so from here, the top of my head is reaching away from my left toes. Yes, we're going to tap our toes down to the front edge of the mat, up and tap to the back edge. So keeping your waistlines long as you go up and over. And up and over. Now you might feel your right glute, that side of your glute, working on this side because we just worked it, right? It's stabilizing. That's good. It's a little bit of extra pain. That's okay. Up and over and up and over. Go for 4 more. Remember, it doesn't matter how tall your rainbow is. I really want you to think of width that's challenging your core stability, which we like. Go 2 more. Up and over. And up and over. Last one. Up and over. And then hold in the center, reach toes away from the top of your head. Now go up and up. And up. Keep those waistlines long. Up and up. Go for 6. And back. Go for 5. Keeping that head heavy on that arm. 4, up. Remember, think width as opposed to height. 3. And up, last 2. Up, last 1. And up, and then hold in the middle. Stay right there. Grab your weight in your left hand. Reach that arm right up. So now reaching tips of your fingers away from those toes. I can't quite straighten my arm, but you probably can. So let's do that. Leg comes into 90 degrees and then reach all the way out. Inhale in, exhale, press and reach. Good. So 6 like this, control, keeping your waistlines long. So not just letting everything kind of spring in. Feel what's going on with your waistlines. It should be nothing. They're staying steady and really nice and long. Go for 3. Ribs don't get closer to your hips. Imagine you had popsicle sticks there. Don't break them. Don't break them this way either, right? Last 2. And reach. Ready, 1 more. In. And reach. And then come back in and stay. So left leg stays at 90 degrees. Left arm is reaching up. Just lower that arm. Control. And then up. Inhale, control. And up. You got it. So go 6 like this. Just lower arm is parallel with the ground. And up. Don't move your leg. I know you want to. Go for 4. I think I just skipped 5. Lucky you guys. 3. Lucky me too. Last 2, control. And up, keep that head heavy on that left arm. Last 1, control. And up, stay. Are you ready? Lift and lower. You have 7 more. Lift and lower. Waistlines long. 6. And down. 5. And down. 4 more. Exhale. And down. Keep that arm reaching. 3. And down. Last 2. Don't let those right ribs press down. Last 1, let's go up, lower all the way down. Give that glute a little tap out, and then left foot in front of your right knee. Hug that right leg in again. Have a nice little stretch for the left. Couple of deep breaths there. And then pop your feet down so they're at about hip distance apart. We're just gonna let our knees drop to the right side. You can just let your hips move a little bit here. Don't worry too much about control through your core. Knees up and then go down the other side, just releasing these hips. Take a breath, go up and over. And up and over. We'll go 1 more each side here. One more here. Take a nice breath. Bring those legs back to about hip distance apart. I'm just going to spin around. All right. So feet about hip distance apart, neutral spine, hands behind your head. So elbows hover off the mat a little bit. Your hands are holding your head really nice and tight. So your head is super nice and heavy in those hands. Tuck your chin slightly and then curl forward. So as you're curling forward, your head is getting heavier in your hands. Can you feel that? Head stays nice and heavy, right? You're looking towards your knees. Take a nice breath. Now lower back down. So stretching back to the mat. One vertebra at a time touches down. You're working your abs the whole way. Still working, still working, still working until I let the weight of my head drop onto the mat. Right? So do that again. Tuck your chin. Head stays heavy in your hands. Holding here. Stretch back like you want your head to reach back across the room over the edge of your mat, maybe lengthening as you lower, as you keep your ribs tight. So don't lengthen and arch your back. Holding. Do that again. 2 more. Nice deep breath. Slow and controlled. Again, tucking, curl. Notice if your glutes are clenching, you're hanging on for your hip flexors. Try and keep them relaxed. Slow and controlled back. On the next one, we're going to stay up. So tuck your chin, curl up and stay. So you're looking towards those knees. Your head is heavy in your hands. Lift your right heel and then bring your right leg to tabletop. So looking towards those knees still. Reach that right leg out, lower it down, almost touch the mat, lift it up, and then bend back in. So it's a reach, lower, lift, and in. Reach, upper body stays still, lower, lift, and in. Go 4 more. Reach, lower, even weight in your hips, lift, and in. 3 more. Reach, lift, and in. 2 more. Lower, lift. Remember, no swinging your leg. Last one. Reach, lower, up, pull in. Now stay. You're going to reach your right arm with your right leg. Reach them both out in a nice long line. Lengthen, keeping your weight even in your hips, even through your ribs, through the right to left. And then pull all the way in. Reach way down towards your toes with that right hand. Can you see where I am? Way down there. And then reach again. Inhale back, lengthen. All the way in. Even weight through those hips. Go for 6. Inhale back. And 5. Inhale back. 4 more. And reach. 3 more. Exhale, curling forward. Go for 2. Last one. Let's reach, lengthen away. Head heavy in that left hand. Curling forward, hand back. Lower that foot. Lower all the way down. Take a breath. So we'll do the same couple on the other side. Keep that head heavy in your hands. Tuck your chin. Curling forward, holding there. So lift your left leg to tabletop. Right hip stays heavy. You're going to reach, lower, lift, and in. Upper body stays still. So make sure your head is heavy. You're nice and relaxed for your upper body. Up and in. Do that again. Reach, up, and in. Keep that right hip heavy. You've got 5, lower, up, and in. 4 more. Reach, lower, up, in. 3, lower, up, in. Last 2, up, in. Last one. Reach, lower, up, pull in. Stay there. You're going to add the arm to it. Just a reach. Lengthen. You're almost touching the mat. Curl up. Inhale, lengthen. Almost touch that mat. Curling up. You've got 6. Lengthen. That's the hardest point right here. Take a breath. Even weight on your hips, right? Even weight for your ribs. 4 more. Go for 3. Reach, pulling in. Go for 2. 1 more. Reach, pulling in, hand back, leg down. Lower your upper body all the way down to the mat. Hug those knees in, have a little roll around there. Right and left. And then pop those feet back down. Similar kind of set, except we're going to add rotation to them. So I'm going to give you an option with keeping your legs lifted. If you feel you're going into your back, I would just keep one leg down. That's absolutely fine. All right. So hands behind your head again. Keep that head heavy in those hands. Tuck your chin, holding when you're up there. So you're still neutral, right? Lift your right heel, lift your left heel. Now lift your right leg and stay. So your option is to keep this left foot down, or you can bend it up, whatever feels better for you. So I'll start with it down. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to reach our leg long. As we pull it in, we're going to rotate towards it. So rotating left shoulder blade off the mat, left ribs get closer to your right hip. Think about that. Left ribs towards your right hip. Holding there, and then come back through center, reaching long. So find that length like we did in the last set. Rotate. Inhale out, lengthen. Inhale, lengthen. Twist into rotation. 4 more. You can have that leg up or down. This is it with it up. Go for 3. Inhale back. Last 2, reach. Last 1, reach. Back through center, lower your right, lower your left, lower your upper body down. So same set, we'll do the other side. So keep that head heavy in your hands again, tuck your chin, curling forward, lift your left heel, lift your right. We'll lift, so I'm gonna keep my right toes down for the first couple, and then I'll lift it to show you. You can go right into this if you want. We're gonna reach, think length, lower that upper body, pull it in, rotate. Now I'm bringing my right ribs towards the top of my left hip. My right shoulder blade is lifting off the mat, and then I'm coming back through center. And back. So I'm not trying to bring my right elbow to my left knee. It's much more internal through here. And back. And back. 1 more. I'm going to keep rotation back through center. Now, if you want that leg up, same idea, rotate across. Inhale out. Across. Thinking length. 2 more. And back. Keep those elbows wide. 1 more. Back through center. Lower your right, lower your left. Lower that upper body all the way down. Give those legs a roll. Give those legs a hug and have a roll around. All right. And then reach those legs straight out in front of you. So toes reaching away from the top of your head. All right. Reach those arms straight up to the ceiling. We're going to come into full roll-ups, legs reaching in front. So reach those arms overhead. Tuck that chin. Rolling all the way. Reach out to those toes. Have a nice big stretch forward. Stack up nice and tall, and then roll all the way back. So melting down through that spine, shoulders back. And reach, go for 2 more like that. Keep those toes reaching away. Reaching. Stack up tall, roll back. Away, reach. And then 1 more like this, tucking your chin. Reach out to those toes and then roll back. Control, 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 all the way. All right, let's come right onto our tummies from there. Okay, so hands at about shoulder level, as wide as the mat, maybe off the mat is fine as well. Off the mat is fine as well, not maybe is. All right, so have your nose hovering off the mat. All right, so you're just right here. Your spine is in a nice long line. The top of your head is reaching away from your toes. So before we start, let's think about our core connection here. So it would be really easy as you come into extension. I'm going to show you what your extension is going to look like. It's just this, some version of that. You're not here. It's not a full back extension. It's just through your upper back. So we don't want to come up too high. Even coming up that little bit, it would be easy to press your tummy down and arch your back. Try not to do that. So keep your core connected. That's a huge part of this. We want to keep our core connected so we don't go into our back and we just feel it through our upper back. Okay. So nose hovers off the mat. Take a breath. So start with your abs. Think of your belly button pulling in towards your spine. Your shoulders are relaxed forward. Belly button pulls in. Now roll your shoulders back slightly and then think of leading with your nose a little bit as you extend through your upper back, reaching the top of your head out in front of you. So out over the edge of your mat. You're not here. You're here. So take a nice breath. If you feel your back, don't go quite as high. Lower down a little bit. Hold here. Now slowly melt back to the mat. Still think of reaching the top of your head over the edge of your mat. Slow and controlled. Keep reaching like you're trying to lengthen your neck as you come down. Take a breath. Let those shoulders round forward. Start with your core again. Belly button pulls in that little bit. Think of leading with your nose slightly. Roll those shoulders back, lengthening. Hold when you're here. Now see, can you lift your elbows? Or are you putting all your weight into your elbows? Take a breath. See if you can lift your hands. Still looking towards the mat, not in front of you. Still lengthening your spine. Lower those hands and elbows, and then come all the way back down. Take a breath. Do that again. So start with those abs. Pull your belly button in. Roll your shoulders back slightly. Lead with your nose like you're rolling a marble away with your nose, just slightly, and extend through that upper. Yeah, very good. Take a nice little breath. I can't see you, Robin, but Carrie, you look very good. Take a breath. Yeah, light on those hands and elbows, and then slow and controlled. Oh, there you are. And then roll back down. Take a breath. Let's go one more like this. Shoulders are relaxed forward, right? Belly button pulls in. Now round those shoulders back slightly. Think of leading with the top of your head. Reach it over the edge of your mat. Come into that little extension through your upper back. Very good. Think of those elbows being light, hands are light. Lengthen a little bit more. And then slow and controlled. You can lower those hands and elbows down. Lower all the way down to the mat. And then press right back to a little shell stretch. Good job, guys. Really, really nice. Okay, so holding when you're down there. Just weight back to those heels. Let those shoulders have a little roll out. I hope that feels okay. It's a funny thing to do on here, but important nonetheless. All right, so come up from there to a 4-point kneel. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. So think about what's going on with your body. We don't want to be here. We don't want to be here. We want to be just neutral. So shoulders relax that little bit. Think of that belly button pulling in towards your spine. Just that little bit, not in a grippy kind of way. And then from here, we're just going to let our shoulder blades slide together. So think that's retraction. Let them just come in and then press away from the mat. Your shoulder blades get wide on your back. That's protraction. So do that again. Shoulder blades slide together. I'm not letting my ribs all go there. It's hard to see. Don't let those ribs go. And then come back. Ribs stay tight around your center when you're retracted. Ribs stay tight around your center when you're protracted. So just really isolating those shoulder blades. Go one more like that. Shoulder blades slide together. Take a breath. Shoulder blades apart, and then stay when you're there. So shoulder blades staying wide. Now just relax a little bit. So you're not here. You're just going to be here. So you're relaxed through your shoulders, but you're still wide. Now from here, transfer your weight into your left leg, press through your left leg, kick your right one out and lift it up. So hold when you're there. Your right toes are reaching away from the top of your head. See if you can bring your left hand onto your left hip. Got it? And then just tap your right knee down, barely touch and kick out. So watch that you're not locking your right elbow, just a little tap and then extend, reach long. Good, go 6 like this. Inhale down. If this feels terrible on your right arm or your shoulder, just bring both elbows or both arms down, that's fine. In, Very good. Go 4 like this. Control and reach. Very good. 3, control and reach. Last 2, not shifting your weight left, right? Last 1, pull it in, kick it back, stay. Now from here, open that leg out to the side, maybe 2 inches, bring it back in. Challenging those left obliques a little more. 2 inches out, hold, 2 inches, and watch that left, watch your right elbow. Watch your left too if it's down low or open out. Squeeze in, go for 4. 3, just small. And in, good job, you guys. 2, feel how that left glute, left inner thigh really have to work. 1 more, open, squeeze in, bend that leg in, sit yourself back to that shell stretch, give your wrists a little twist. Take a breath there. All right, so same thing, other side. Come around this way, hands still under those shoulders. Okay, so upper back is still neutral, so not here, just somewhere between. Kick your left leg straight out, lift it so it's right at hip height. Right knee, right shin are pressing into the mat, so your weight isn't shifting right, you're just straight up and down. Now, if you want, right hand cannot come onto your right hip, watch your left elbow. You're just gonna tap that knee in, kick it back, squeeze up. Inhale down, up. Constant pressure through this right leg, so you stay straight up and down on the right. Remember, if this bothers your left wrist or you're feeling really unsteady, just bring both arms down, that's fine. In, back, go for 4. In, back, squeeze. 3 more, nice long necks, back, squeeze, last 2. Back, squeeze, last 1. In, back, squeeze, and then stay. So lengthen that little bit more. Now open to the side with that left leg and pull it in. So just a couple of inches, open, pause, and in. The wider you open your left leg, the more your weight wants to shift right. Do not let it. Go for 5. And in. 4. And in. 3 more. Nice long necks. And in. Last 2. And in. Last 1. Open. Squeeze in. Bend that leg in. And then sit back again. Give those wrists a little shake. Take a couple of deep breaths. All right. And then come back up. We've got one more little bit we're going to do on our wrists here. So hands under your shoulders. Again, not locking your elbows. Not here, just that neutral. Have your legs right together this time. So inner thighs are squeezing. Your toes are curled under. Make sure your knees aren't in here or back there. They should be underneath or in line with your hips. All right. All we're going to do is think of that little lift. Using your abdominals, your knees are going to lift just an inch. Hold when they're lifted. If you go higher, it's actually easier. Don't go too high. Hold. And then lower those knees back down. It's also easy to shift your weight into your arms. Shift your weight forward. Don't do that either. Just lift straight up. And slow drop down. Go 2 more like this. Exhale. Abs deepen, knees lift, even weight on those hands. And down. 1 more. We're going to stay here. Keep that body totally still. Keep those abs deepening. Kick your right leg out behind you. And then pull it in. You're ready, left. If this doesn't feel good, just stay in a hover. And if that doesn't feel good, just go back to your lift and lower. And in, keep your hips nice and level. And in, very good. 1 more each way. Right kicks back. Pull it in. 1 more left. Kick it back. Pull it in. Press all the way into a downward dog. Walk your feet to a comfortable position so your legs can come apart. Heels drop low.
Holding there, walk those feet out. Keep that core nice and connected as you switch. And then drop both heels nice and low. Take a breath, feel that back line of your leg. Tail is lifting up to the ceiling. And then shift your weight back forward into a plank. Hold when you're there. Step your right foot in between those hands and then hold there. So you're kind of in a lunge here. You can drop your knee down now, your left knee. All right, so hold here. Take a nice little couple of breaths. We're going to stretch out our left hip flexor a bit here. So just take a couple of breaths here, letting your weight come forward. You can almost tuck your pelvis under a bit here. You'll really feel your left hip flexor. Take a nice couple of breaths. And then let's reach our right arm all the way up to the ceiling. So opposite arm, the same arm that's forward, and then reach over towards the left side. Hold there, feeling that extra little bit of a stretch there. One more nice big breath here. Just side bend as far as that feels good there. And then drop your hands down. You're going to come down onto your right leg now. So turn your right leg out, the same leg that was forward, and then just drop down, giving that glute a little stretch out. You can be here, you can be down as far as it feels good. Nice couple of breaths. Good job, guys. And for 2 more nice deep breaths. With those exhales, just think of letting go through that hip, really letting it have a good stretch out. And then curl those toes under. Ready, step back. Press all the way back to that downward dog again. So dropping those heels, really feel that tail lifting up. And then come back into that plank. Step your left foot forward. So you're in that lunge again. You can drop your right leg. And then again, think of tucking your tail under a little bit. You'll really feel that right hip flexor. Stretch her out there. Take a nice couple of breaths. I'm not usually one for very much stretching, but I'm approaching my 40th birthday and I'm really realizing the importance, everyone. Pilates, there's so much stretching as you work, but we got to do some different stretches as well. Reach that right arm up to the ceiling and then side bend across. Holding that little bit of a stretch there. You'll feel that through your hip flexor. That's your psoas as well that's stretching out there. Really deep internal muscle. It's hard to get. Nice deep breath. And then bring that right arm down. Turn that leg right out. So you'll come down into that little hip stretch out. Take a nice couple of breaths here again. So you can stay up, you can come all the way down, whatever feels good for you. Nice couple of breaths there. And then curl those right toes under again. Hands back underneath your shoulders. Have that extra little stretch, just sinking all your weight into that left hip. Press back, holding when you're there all the way up. Pressing down through those heels. And then let's walk our hands into our feet. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hang in that forward fold. Take a nice couple of breaths. Shoulders away from your ears. And then really press into your heels as you come all the way up. Give those shoulders a nice little roll down. There we go. Feel good, guys? Hopefully. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm glad to see you guys are still sticking with this.
I will have a wonderful week. I think there's a whole bunch more classes because regular classes aren't on. So hopefully I will see you. I don't know if I'm teaching another one. I don't think I am, but I'll be back on Monday.
Thanks,
The
Lindsay.
week before Christmas,
Thank you,
guys. Hope you're
Lindsay.
all ready and
Thanks,
stay
Linz.
well.
It was great. Thanks, Lindsay.
Thank you. That was awesome.